Let's just listen to what's the rhythm. Lost my own direction because the Iranian running the parade, but their parade is not that, like, you know, they don't have a map or something like schedules, or, you know, based on some whatever, I don't know how the people just has to do the parade, but it's just out of nowhere. You could see some people are just walking on the street, so they're just blocking the whole way, so you have to bypass them. And it's really hard because the traffic here is just really chaotic. I mean, on ordinary days, I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, you see that? People are just praying on the streets. Let me just show you guys that. They just start the praying. This is noon after, or just afternoon pray. And the Shia pray is different than the Sunni just pray 5 times a day, but the Shia is just doing it 3 times. But the schedule is just 3 times, but in reality it's just 5 times also. I mean, it's similar, but their timing is just different and very flexible compared to the Sunni. Sunni is just really harsh. So anyway, yeah, I'm stuck in this traffic, so I don't know where to go. There's no way to bypass this traffic. The front is just stopped and blocked with the cars and whatever, and people are praying over there. So I don't know how the fuck, I mean, can you imagine how useless this country's cops and police are doing business or whatever? I don't know why they're getting, I mean, how the hell they're getting any paychecks. This is a cop. He's just really, you know, nonchalantly stop the whole traffic and just, you know, guiding people just go the other way. It's just, that is your own, you know, they left out a bypass. This is one of the Iranian symbolic things going on here, and what's going on over there? They're just praying or not? I don't know. As you can see, that was just one of those examples. So women don't have hijab, which was the whole idea of the Islam. I mean, the Hussein just uprised to just, you know, emphasize on the Islamic and Shia beliefs. You see that there's a teenage is just carrying around this really heavy metal thing, and he can't stand on his own ground, and he's just shaking up. And this is a tradition. I'm not mocking it or just, you know, you're not supposed to challenge or change or mock people's beloved genre, but you know, this is a tradition. Every corner of the planet there's a tradition, and tradition are always controversial or whatever, but here it's just you know, being attached, or what's the proper word for that? It's just entangled with the Islamic beliefs. So this is really make it harsher to just criticize it or just even talk about it. I mean, you can talk about it, you can say anything negative about it or whatever, so let's just observe and watch and pass on. So it is what it is. It's people culture. So there we go. Today is the Ashura, which was the date the Imam Hussein back in the day, I mean 1,000 years ago, he's just uprising and for his own beliefs or whatever. He just went to the Karbala and fight in like a coup style for getting the gain on becoming the caliph of the Islamic caliph back in the day, because he believed the caliph is supposed to be you know, inherit from the prophet, the Muhammad prophet. So he was a grandson, so he claimed it. but it was challenging. So there was a huge battle, and in that battle there was a river between those groups. I mean, one side it was Hussein and the other side was the Yazid forces, or whatever you could call it, but they challenged each other. And because Hussein, I'm sorry, I'm really getting confused right now. You can see how crazy is this traffic. So yeah, he outnumbered by the Yazid, so he couldn't get the water, which was necessary back in the day. I mean, right now it's really harsh to just find enough water to just drink it. And he had his own army of the people and the children and the youngster or whatever with him. So yeah, he couldn't get in that crazy guy Yazid in mind to just back off and share water or something and give his own family some share of the resources or whatever. So he's just been in a really brutal and disgusting way. It's just been attacked and been pushed up by the what's going on over here. Oh, they're just serving the foods or whatever here. I don't know. I'm not trusting people. I don't want to eat any of these foods. I'm not saying they are just bad or whatever, but people are always people. So it's not my style to just give a freebies or whatever. But if it's your own things, you could just fine with that. I mean, the Iranian thing, these are having like spiritual values. I mean, if you eat one of those freebies or charities, whatever they're just offering around here. Let me just stop here. It's just really hot, man. It's excruciatingly hot. Look at that. 100 seconds. What a fucking idiot. Who the fuck set up that moment? I mean, that is a fucked up thing. Fuck off. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Yazid killed the Hussein's people and the forces or whatever, the army of his own families or companions, which was like 72 people all over. So, and against, like they claiming like thousands of people. So it was really brutal, and they beheaded the Husseins and his own companions and friends and sons and all of them. Anyway, so they take him back to the Yazid palace or whatever. I don't know where the hell he lived. He was a young guy. I mean, was a 30 years old guy. He was just a spoiled piece of shit. I mean, I'm not saying because I'm a fan of the Hussein or whatever, but I mean, compared to the Hussein the guy was a dickhead. I mean, they could just share water. What the fuck was that? I mean, anyway, so yeah, he was a dickhead. So now people are just remembering the Hussein sacrifice or whatever. But in reality, I'm not seeing much sacrifices, especially in Iran. I mean, during the sanctions or whatever, the economy hit the Iranian people, of course, to the bones. And yeah, the people forgetting the sacrifices and sharing and being with the people. And I mean, if you were here like 40 years ago, you could just see the people are just sharing and exploring the people, being in public and serving the community or something like that. But just, what a fucking dick. He doesn't know where the hell he's want to go, and he's just stopping me. Anyway, there's nothing over there. It's just a main street or main spot is right here. I should just film here and just ended it. And what's crazy is that because the Hussein, all of this, his own ideal, whatever, it was all about the serving the people and serving the community of the Islamic community and the values of that. So one of those values is, I mean, the pillar of the Islamic belief is just being it is to be with people and serving the people. And I'm sorry, I forgot. I mean, one of those main things is hijab. So it could just, I mean, people could just respect the hijab part. But I don't understand that they're just wearing the black thingsy, but there's not much else left. So yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to just overtake on these people, but there should be, I mean, there should be some regulation or something. I mean, just imagine if someone needs emergency services or just medical cares right at the moment, he can't get anywhere, he can't go anywhere, and it's really excruciating right now. Let's just listen to what's the rhythm. Star Wars coffee. That is really stupid. I don't know what the people are thinking when they're just doing things like that. I mean, wearing something like that. This guy is just delivering foods. So this is one of those jobs needs to be, you know, he needs a space to just get away to making some, you know, money or whatever. But they're just not backing off. I'm especially mad at this woman here right now, right here. This fucking woman. It's just stop my own views, block my views or whatever. I could just go over there and, you know, that would be a brilliant idea. Okay. So we had enough, because if I go down there all over the place, I mean, I'm gonna stuck in this traffic, and maybe I'm just have to confront with the people, and I have had enough. Look at that. In Iran, every babies, I mean, he's a toddler or whatever. I don't know how old that piece of shit is. He has his own bike. And I mean, can you imagine? He can't risk the grant, but his own stupid parents just giving him away as a prize or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. I mean, if he crashes, who's responsible for whatever thing? So. Let's just go away. Look at that. This is a woman cycling during the Ashura, wearing no hijab and no black. That is the really crazy part. And so you see, this one of those signs, as you can see in reality, the Hussein ideology is just fading out, and people are just, you know, doing this kind of things and parades or whatever, running around or whatever, and let's just get one of these. Oh my God. It really was brilliant, man. It has poppy seeds, so I'm high on poppy seeds. So what the hell? Look at that. This is the Iranian style of thinking. They just build up the highway, you know, the ramps right in the middle of the highway. Now I have to go and challenge the whole high-speed challenge thing going on here and go over there. How the hell I'm gonna go that or do that? So this is a crazy part. Okay, I'm really satisfied with my own mirrors. I have a big, giant, stupid-looking mirrors, but they're saving my life. I mean, can you imagine in middle of the highway, you have to stop and just turn around, and at the moment you're starting again, you have to start from like 100 kilometers per hour. So it's just beyond stupid and dumb and dangerous and irresponsible or whatever. But it is Iran, so it's like many other third world countries. It's just has gone over traffic laws. So anyway, stupid fucking retarded piece of shit. In Iran, if people are rich, they're most likely, they have a less cultural responsibility. They're feeling like that, or just being like that. I mean, to simply put it, they're just dickheads, douchebags and piece of shit people. So I mean, really big fan of the Iranian poor people. They're just being giving and more humble and more, you could just find them more human compared to the Iranian rich people. So anyway, I'm just gonna stop it. I'm in high in poppy seed, and yeah, we saw what we saw. It was a small parade. 10 years ago, all of this place would be packed with lots of small parades, the Ashura parades or whatever, and you wouldn't find even an inch to just do the traffic filtering and going places. But right now, the culture are just dying, and one major person who just killed the whole idea was to put it in a simple way, it was the Iranian supreme leader with his own policies, just push people around out of the center of the religious ideology. So people are just seeking more outsource, or maybe American culture, to just put it that way. So right now, it's just part of the culture. I mean, part of the tradition, like a Christmas, which has nothing to do with the Christianity, but it is Christmas, so everyone celebrates. So right now is Ashura here, so everyone do the parade if they want to. I mean, and it is gonna become like part of the political impact on. The government is gonna use it as a leverage to just get a gain over the people. I have to check out here or over there what's going on. Every corner, people are just giving away like sorbet, which the Iranian, the sorbet is just the Iranian word, which the real pronunciation is sharbat. Because I just saw the Tucker Carlson, which was the dumbest guy, he's just claimed the sharbat as a different pronunciation, which was really interesting because he made an episode of that. But I'm just gonna give it away. The correct pronunciation of the sorbet, or whatever you're gonna call it, is sharbat. And sharbat is just not one of those things you're gonna, like a slushy you're gonna get in I don't know where the hell you're gonna get from McDonald's or something. It's not like that. It is more like juice being mixed up with lots of sugars and being boiled and cooked and whatever, and being served with the ice, that shaved ice, just ice cubes. And this is what we're gonna get in Iran. So take it or leave it. This is a real sharbat. But if you don't like it, you could just Let me just replace my own things because it has been heated up. They're gonna give away the cold water.